Good afternoon, Salome B here, and this is my WAP review. And we know WAP stands for wet ass pussy, meaning vagina. If you are one of these uptight people and you are subscribed to my channel and you don't want to hear about sex, I suggest you click off and keep it moving, because my channel is about just about everything. It's about everything. Anyway, the video is very colorful. If you see at the bottom, I have BAPS. If you remember the movie BAPS in 1997 by Robert Townsend, that's where all this colorful things is going on in Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion's video. People are dragging them for the fashion, but they actually were copying off of BAPS. BAPS, the movie theme is there's two girls from Georgia who are ghetto fabulous. They want to go to Los Angeles to open up a soul food restaurant and a salon. And come to find out, they go to this rich mansion and they're looking all through the mansion and stuff like that. And then Kylie Jenner is basically the well-to-do woman that walks into the mansion peeking and looking and seeing what Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B is actually doing. They got this from Robert Townsend. Robert Townsend has been a black director in Hollywood. He is underrated. I mean, he did what's that? The Five Heartbeats. He did that. He did BAPS 1997. This is where Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion is getting all their fashionable look, like the ghetto fabulous look. They're getting it from BAPS. And BAPS was a very artsy, colorful movie, different hairstyles and all of that. So that's basically BAPS. Okay, so the song, let's talk about the song. The song is talking about sex workers. If you're not a sex worker, you really shouldn't be listening to this unless you're the type of woman that wants to be up on game in the bedroom. But if you're not a sex worker, you're not a dancer, you're not a stripper, you're not a prostitute, why are people comparing black women to sex workers? Like, not every black woman is a sex worker, so I don't even understand the backlash. This song is basically about sex work, like trading vagina for money, or trading a sexual experience for money. That's sex work. A dancer, a person that's dancing, or you get a personal stripper. That's sex work. Sex work has been here since the dawn of time. It's ancient. Like in the Bible, there's a King Herodes. He has a daughter named Salome, and that's where my first name came from. It came from the Bible. It's called Salome. It's Salome. That's how you spell it. In the sex world, if I used to read a lot of sex books when I was younger, just to be up. I find it fascinating how sexual relationships, how they work. So I had a lot of books, and to understand sex and tricks and all of that, you would either have to go to the porn industry, or if you were dancing, you would have to go to the dance industry, or a stripper or whatever. That's sex work. So in the sex world, a wet vagina is what all men crave. If you read or talk to men and actually ask them what they are actually looking for, um, they're looking for in sex, your vagina has to be wet. Like certain men that I've talked to that have let me in on certain different types of vagina, because vagina is not all equal. That's what most men say, that all vagina is not equal. Basically, if a man complains about a dry vagina, then that's awful sex because you're not wet, you're dry. So Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion are touting that they have um, wet vagina that gets wet. And what makes the vagina wet is estrogen. The hormone estrogen is what makes the vagina wet during sex. So with men, a dry vagina is a turnoff, and basically, if your vagina is dry, you are trash in bed. That's basically the porn industry. Everything talks about that. Also, like when you're talking about fellatio and blowjobs, your mouth or whatever has to be really wet. Like it has to feel like a vagina. So, the wetness of the vagina is basically a top priority in sex. Is basically what this damn song is talking about in layman terms. And as I was saying, strippers and dancers, sex workers that's an ancient thing in the Bible. This lady right here that has no bra on and she has chains all over her and she has the little peacock skirt on. Her name is Salome. She's out of the Bible. She's Herodias' daughter. She was a dancer. Her father asked her to bring him the head of John the Baptist. And her name was Salome. She was a dancer in the Bible. She entertained men in the Bible. So, this was practiced in ancient times and in kingdoms. So, sex work is an old thing of the past. But, like, everybody's, clowning the video. And the video is basically from the movie. They tried to copy the movie BAPS. They try to copy the hairstyles, the get-ups, all of that. All of that is Georgia, Southern stuff. So that's what I got from the video. The song is basically, if you're not a sex worker, it shouldn't even apply to you at all. Unless you're one of those sexual females who's really sexual, like to hear stuff like that, who's into pleasing her man or whatever. But it's basically sex work, because why would it even apply to women who are not in the sex working field? Like, if you don't work in the entertainment business, like a stripper or a dancer or a porn actor or whatever, then it wouldn't apply to you. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't apply. But in sex, a vagina, you would need a wet vagina in order to consider it good sex. Because a man doesn't want a female with a dry vagina. That's considered trash in the sex world. So, tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, Salome B. Have a great day.